right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Santa's Vision at Life. My name is Adewale Agboke Jr. Please review us, rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. Today, I'm going to talk about 80's best, some of the best cartoons from the 1980s. Cartoons like Ronin Warriors, Thundercats, Turtles, Voltron, just to name a few. But before we get into this podcast, I want to pay some of these bills. This Santa's Vision podcast is brought to you by A4 Capital Consulting. Growing good business anywhere and everywhere. Let A4 Capital Consulting take your business to the next level. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details, y'all. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details, y'all. And as I stated before, A4 Capital Consulting is coming out with a new podcast soon, so check it out. Get ready to listen. Get ready to take your business to the next level, just like I've done with my business. The Facebook platform is off the chain now. The TikTok is off the chain for sure. YouTube is off the chain. You know what I'm saying? We're bringing along all our social media platforms, but we're able to accomplish this because of A4 Capital Consulting. And this podcast is also brought to you by Anna Del Foot and Ankle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anna Del Foot and Ankle make your feet happy again. That's AnnaDaleCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnnaDaleCenter.com for details, y'all. As I stated before, always got these custom orthotics in my Batas footwear line. These are the only things that I wear now. You know what I'm saying? They're tuned and designed to my feet. You know, I went to Dr. Nosode. He looked at my feet, diagnosed me, told me some stretches, and I've felt no pain ever since. But to top it off, I got these custom orthotics, which I use all the time. Annadale, as you can see right there. Annadale Foot and Ankle, y'all. Annadale Foot and Ankle. So Annadale Foot and Ankle, AnnadaleCenter.com. Make that appointment today. Let Dr. Nosode and his awesome staff take care of you and make your feet feel great again. All right, y'all. As I stated before, today is 80's best. Some of the best cartoons from the 1980s. And of course, I'm going to go like 10 to 1. I always found myself like, wow, there's a lot of awesome cartoons. And so it's like the all pro of every decade in football. Well, this is the same thing I kind of did with the cartoons. All pro of every decade of all the cartoons in this era. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's been some amazing cartoons in the 1980s. But to jump things off, right, we got to do Speed Racer and G.I. Joe from the 1980s. Some stuff I'm either gonna have posters or I'm gonna show you a video. But with Speed Racer, just so we're clear about which one I'm talking about, because there's been multiple times with Speed Racer, I'm gonna show you the Speed Racer that I'm talking about. Now let's see if I can go find this joker somewhere. Oh yes, there it is. Just what I was hoping for. Yeah, I'm talking about that Speed Racer. Go Speed, go. Let that pass by thunder roll. Go Speed Racer, let it show. Yeah, that cartoon was off the chain, man. I mean, that spawned the movie which you've seen. The 1990s spawned Speed Racer, but nothing ever beats the classic, man. I mean, Speed Racer is one of these great cartoons that was just, it's about a car, right? But I just thought it was cool. The fact that the car was cool, he was a driver, he could drive with speed. Of course, if you're a fan of NASCAR, then you're a fan of Speed Racer. I've never met anybody who didn't like NASCAR, didn't like Speed Racer, the cartoon. Just awesomeness, just total just, I don't know. It's not like he had superpowers, but it always had some villains to stop. And it's been a long time since I watched it. I don't know if it's even available on YouTube because I'm not even going to try. I did some of my homework. I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to find this, but it was one of those cartoons that just, man, it was just awesome as a kid. I almost made the car in woodshop class. That's how much I like the car. But you know what? As I stated before, y'all know how I feel about, I'm not interested in Lamborghinis and Ferraris, all that kind of crap. But I love collectible superhero vehicles like the Batman animated series vehicle, or the Turtle Van, or the Thunder Tank, or Night Train from the Car Drive Assassin universe. Well, guess what? The Speed Racer classic vehicle just made the list. I'm going to have to get that right there because I'm not really interested in all this other stuff. I'm interested in more of these awesome artifacts. I call them artifacts. That's what they are, man. So I'm saying Speed Racer on that side of number 10. On the other side of number 10, G.I. Joe, Real American Heroes. G.I. Joe with there. So look, y'all, I'm going to go look for this on my YouTube because that's what I'm going to do today. You know what I mean? It's like I have to find these cartoons, man. Let's see here. Let's see if I can type in G.I. Joe from the 1980s. Y'all give me a second. I'm using you doggone right, I'm using my iPad. Let's see if I can find it. If I can find it, this is totally awesome. Because I'm sorry, 1980s wouldn't be complete. This list would not be complete without the G.I. Joe American theme song. I mean, this cartoon's off the chain, man. G.I. Joe, Real American Heroes. G.I. Joe was there. Let's see if I can find this Joker, y'all. Y'all, I'm working on it. You know what? This is not being cooperative. Yo. Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. That's what I'm talking about right there.
Fighting to save the day. He never gives up. He's always there.
That's the G.I. Joe I'm talking about. Now that's the G.I. Joe I'm talking about right there. That's when cartoons that originated stuff like G.I. Joe Extreme, some of the other G.I. Joes that you've seen on that were animated series. But without that classic right there, you ain't got no G.I. Joe cartoons. Of course, led to the movies. Of course, first one and then the second one with The Rock, Retaliation. Hopefully they're gonna make a third. I mean, dude, G.I. Joe is awesome. As a kid, you had the toys, Cobra Commander, Duke, Scarlet, Snake Eyes, of course, being the coolest one of all. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can find my Snake Eyes poster, because that's actually what I was gonna show y'all. I mean, G.I. Oh my God, G.I. Man, y'all got me just reminiscing like crazy, man. Oh my God, G.I. Joe was the stuff. It's not like they have powers or anything, but they could do cool stuff. And I actually love the movies. A lot of people didn't like it, but I did. Just to show y'all, I want to show off. Yeah, that's right, Snake Eyes. That's Snake Eyes right there. Available on soundvision.com. You can get your poster today if you want a copy of this poster on soundvision.com. Snake Eyes, you know what I mean? We got Storm Shadow right there. And Storm Shadow. Let me see if I can get Snake Eyes. See if I have Snake Eyes up in this Joker. Let me see if I have him. Hopefully I do. If I don't, I just don't. Yeah, I don't. Oh, I guess I do. You know what? That's right. Storm Shadow versus Snake Eyes. That's also available on soundvision.com. That's right. Y'all thought I was playing games. Yeah, that's right. I was like, wait, I hope I have it. You know what I mean? So, G.I. Joe, man. This list could always be adjusted in the future, but right now, these are the guys that are going into the all-decade 1980s cartoon list. At number 9, Jason the World Warriors and G-Force. Starting off with G-Force. Oh my God. Anything with 5, you got to pay homage to Voltron. But G-Force, oh my God. G-Force was off the chain. Oh my God. A lot of y'all don't even know what G-Force is. That's the weird part. Man, a lot of y'all don't know what G-Force is, but you're about to know. Oh yes, sir. You about to know. Hold on. You about to know.
Teenage champions, G-Force, guardians of space, fighting for good over evil, fighting to defend planet Earth from deadly enemies from space. Ace Goodhart, leader of the team, strong, vigilant, fearless as a hawk, guarding the 4 young agents under his command. Dirk Daring, second in command, a crack marksman with the eye of an eagle and nerves of steel. Agatha June, flies like a dove, strikes like a falcon, a match for the strongest on the team. Hoodie to his friends, wisecracking navigator who flies the amazing rocket ship Phoenix and laughs at danger. Pee-wee, small and bold as a merlin, the tiniest hawk of them all. These are the adventures of G-Force, 5 secret agents trained to fly like birds. G-Force, guardians of space.
Man, G-Force, Guardians of Space. Now, a lot of y'all cartoon heads don't know nothing about no G-Force. If you ain't no veteran like myself, you don't know about no G-Force, you know what I mean? Only the true real G's know something about G-Force, you know what I mean? G-Force is where it was at. It was, oh my God. Man, that cartoon was fire, man. I wonder if I can actually find a DVD set. If I could do that, man, I would have accomplished something, you know what I mean? G-Force, off the chain, love the heroes, you know what I'm saying? It was like watching Voltron without the robots. That's what it was, except they were in space, just like the Voltron. Man, 1980s cartoons, the imagination, the skills, and I know that a lot of y'all like, oh, the animation and all that. Actually, it is all that, because without stuff like that, what we're doing today wouldn't be possible. the stuff you saw from the 1990s, because that's really where cartoons just became straight spitfire in terms of the way it looks. You know what I mean? But G-Force was off the hook, man. You know what I'm saying? Next up on that other side of that, number 9, is Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. Yeah, that's right. I got that on my Jace and the Wheeled Warriors. Yeah, I ain't playing no games. This is Jace and the Wheeled Warriors right here. And yes, I got the DVD collection. I bought it on Amazon. I'm sorry. This cartoon, Jace, Audric, Flora, the Knight, Herc, who was the pirate sailor Pride, who flew around Pride. Then of course you got the vehicles, Armed Force, Spy Trike, Quick Draw, Drill Sergeant, Mobile Battle Base. Man, this cartoon, the vehicles are so sick, man. That's why when I used to watch this as a kid, I used to be like, yo, I'm putting some of these elements in the Carjack for Assassins universe. That's why I see a lot of my Carjack for Assassins characters have vehicles, man. Some of the coolest and the sickest names too, because the names of these vehicles were sick. Armed Force, Quick Draw, Spike Trike, Drill Sergeant. I mean, dude, this cartoon was off the hook. And you know I got to show you. If you've never watched this episodes are available on YouTube. Now, how good they are, I do not know. But if you're trying to come out the pocket on the real, try to take your business, take your butt on to Amazon.com or wherever they sell these old school classics and get you Jason the Wheeled Warriors. 65 episodes, I believe. One season, which is what it was back in the day. I mean, the episode listings were insane. You know what I mean? Like, G.I. Joe was like 3 seasons, 1983 to 1987. G-Force, I believe, was 2 seasons. I mean, a lot of these cartoons, man, they ain't what they used to be. 65 episodes is like 6 seasons now. They ain't doing that to 65 episodes in 1 season anymore, man. Back in the day, them dudes used to put in work, man. Now, on the other side, I gotta show you this cartoon intro. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can find this, let's see if I can find these, find Jason the Wheeled Warriors, because you know I gotta find it. I mean, dude, this is, oh my god, that cartoon was off the chain. Oh my god, let me see if I can find it. Where you at? You know what? Let's see here. Let's see. Everything can't make this list, but a lot of these cartoons, they're about to make it, man. Let's see, here we go. We got us a commercial. Good Lord. That's what happens when you have to use YouTube to get all your videos, man. Hey, it is what it is, man. Now let's see here. If we can turn this up for y'all, so y'all can hear this awesome cartoon, at least 20 seconds of it.
Thundering across the stars to save the universe from the monster minds. Jace searches for his father to unite the magic root and lead his Lightning League to victory over the changing form of Sawboss. Wheeled warriors explode into battle. Lightning strikes. There's a power that comes from deep inside. As every day reaching toward the light.
Yep, that's Jason the Wheeled Warriors right there. You know what I'm saying? That was a sick old cartoon. You know what I'm saying? God, I feel cool. And basically the premise of Jason the Wheeled Warriors was you had Jace, who was looking for his father, who was captured by the mastermind, who's led by the mastermind who was led by Sawboss, and they travel across the galaxies. I can't even remember the last episode, because I remember watching the last episode. He didn't even find him. That was the weird part. They never really got to the point where he actually found him. There were times in the episodes in this cartoon series where he would almost come close, but he would never be able to stay together. Even in the last episode, I guess maybe they thought that it would be continuing on to season 2, which never happened. But man, Jason the Wheeled Warriors, y'all, if you've never watched it, please go watch. It is awesome. You got to watch it, man. You know what I mean? So that's Jason the Wheeled Warriors, y'all. All right, next up, at number 8, you got He-Man and Mask. That's right, He-Man and Mask. Oh my God. Oh, He-Man. Oh my God. First, I got to show you He-Man. Dun 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 dun. Because there was different forms of He-Man. You got He-Man from the 1980s. You got He-Man from 2002. Then you got the New Adventures of He-Man, which was like right after the first original He-Man. Then you've got all these other He-Mans that have showed up on Netflix. You know what I mean? So He-Man all over the place. But the one I'm going to show you is the 2 of them. I'm going to show you the 2002 He-Man.
I am Adam.
I got to show you this one.
I am Adam, Prince of Eternia, defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is Cringer, my fearless friend. Fabulous. By the power of Grayskull!
I have the power!
That's He-Man for you. You know what I mean? That's He-Man. That's the 2002 version, right? He-Man, Man-at-Arms, Teela, Ram Man, Stratos, Mechanic, Buzzsaw. And that's because they introduced some new characters in the ones from 2002, which is my favorite. Then of course you got the Skeletor and the evil warriors. You got Skeletor, Evil Lyn, Trapjaw, Stinkor, oh my god, Beastman. Oh my god, there's so many characters, man. Oh my god, this cartoon was off the chain. Let's see if I can do this. There's He-Man from the 1980s right here.
And the Masters of the Universe. I am Adam, Prince of Eternia, defender of the secrets of Castle Grayskull. This is Cringer, my fearless friend. Fabulous secret powers were revealed to me the day I held aloft my magic sword and said, "By the power of Grayskull!" Cringer became the mighty Battle Cat, and I became He-Man, the most powerful man in the universe.
There it goes, y'all. Man, and I know I showed y'all the one from 2002, but I related it to this He-Man 1980s. This cartoon had to make all decade. He-Man's probably one of the few cartoons that went in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 2000s, in the 2020s, 2010s, 2022s, and I'm showing the 2030s, and 2040s, or whatever. You know what I mean? But He-Man's been around, man. It's been around for a minute, man. And I guess they had a movie from back in the day with Dolph Lundgren. That was actually pretty good, too. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm a nerd like that. I watched that, too. I ain't hating on that. That was pretty doggone good. You know what I mean? He-Man, Master of the Universe. I mean, He-Man was off the chain. It was one of the few cartoons that was like, the villains, you can actually sometimes, I actually like, it might be one of the few cartoons where I actually liked the villains as much as I like the heroes. Because the villains were pretty cool, too. I mean, but the 2002 one was my favorite. The 1980s one, of course, the OG, makes the list. It had to make the list. There's no all-decade 80s cartoon list without He-Man in it. That wouldn't even make no sense. You know what I mean? So, He-Man, y'all. Next up, we got Mask. Yeah, that's right. This cartoon right here, for y'all who never watched it. You know what I'm saying? Matt Tracker, leading the Mask team. Mobile, if you're wondering what Mask stands for, Mobile Armored Striker Man. And guess what else? I heard there's a movie coming out. So you know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be sitting waiting there for this thing to come out so I can pay my ticket and go to the movie theaters. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is DVD collection. You know how I do. Y'all know I don't play. I get my DVDs on. I got to, man. I'm a nerd like that. You know what I mean? Now let's see if we can find this cartoon intro for y'all. Because Mask, man, he had Matt Tracker, Firecracker, Rhino, Gator, Gloria Baker, who was the martial arts champion. Then, of course, you had Venom led by Mayhem. He had this cool helicopter that transformed into a jet. You had, oh my god, the cartoon was so cool, man. I gotta find the Mask intro. Where is it at? Where is it at? Here we go. Yes, I found it. Man, I found it. Don't you love YouTube? That's Mask, y'all. None of the mask. No one knows the lie behind the masquerade. Man, Mask was so sick. I hope this movie is really gonna actually come out, because you know how tight it's gonna be. Oh my god. And they please don't mess it up. Keep it 100. Keep it to the storyline. Keep it to the cartoon storyline. Please don't ruin this cartoon for me. I mean, this is one of the greatest cartoons ever made. The vehicles were cool. I mean, this another cartoon that helped me to create all the vehicles in the Carjack Assassin universe. The cool vehicles were so cool. You know what I mean? And one of the I think it was might be Firecracker. No, not Firecracker. not Gator, but the guy that rides the motorcycle. His motorcycle could go Mark 1. I'm like, it could reach Mark 1 in speed. I'm like, yo, the cartoon was just off the chain, y'all. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying? Mask, you know what I'm saying? Number 8. On the other side of that, next up is our number 7. Bionics on. Bionics 6. You know what I mean? Bionics 6, you have Bionic 1, Mother 1, IQ, Karate 1, Rock 1, Sport 1. Oh my God, this cartoon was about a family. First, the father was made into a bionic. He was doing superhero stuff all over the world. And the family didn't know except for his wife. And then the kids, all of a sudden, they get to be a part of the journey. And they're like, ooh, we want to get powers too. So Dr. Sharp gives them bionics too. And then when they want to transform, they say, bionics on. And then the thing just turns their whole body into bionics, man. Man, let me show y'all the cartoon, man. You know what I'm saying? God, I love cartoons. Let me find this Bionic 6, man. Oh, here we go. We are family. I fight for them, they fight for me, as close as we can be, high on the mountain and deep in the sea. Bionic 6, ooh. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get this thing louder. Here we go. As close as we can be. Yep. That's Bionic 6, y'all. Man, Bionics on. Y'all, if you've never watched that cartoon, my computer's trying to go to sleep on me right now. If you've never watched that cartoon, please go on YouTube. You can actually find all 65 episodes on one season, 65 episodes on YouTube. All sequential. I've watched it a bunch of times. Trust me, y'all. I be getting my Bionic 6 watching on. It's on my favorites. You know what I mean? Y'all, it's a cartoon that I'm shocked this is not a movie. That's how great this cartoon was. Man, cartoon was off the chain. Like, it was one of those family adventures I used to tell my family. You know, me, my 2 brothers, and my sister, and my mom. My mom was going to be Mother 1. I was, my brothers, we had Rock 1, which was my sister. IQ was my brother. And then my other brother was Sport 1. And then I was Karate 1, because Karate 1 was my favorite. That's how much I love this cartoon. And that's how much of a nerd I am. Everybody in my family had to become one of these characters. You know what I mean? I cannot wait for the day they tell me a movie of this is going to come out. You know how off the chain that would be, man? So Bionic 6 is part of that number 7. On the other side of that number 7 is Silverhawks. Silverhawks, oh my God. One of the most underrated cartoons ever. I don't know how this cartoon is not yet a movie. A lot of these, oh my God, this cartoon, y'all gotta see this, man. Tally Hawk. So basically, Silverhawks' premise is basically, you have these 4 individuals, 5 actually, led by this commander. They're in space, they're like space cops, basically. And they fighting this guy named Monster and his minions. And they would they would have silver bodies, they like kind of half human, half body. And they would transform whenever need to, and then their wings would come out like falcons, man. And they could glide, they could fly, they could do all kinds of stuff. They were bulletproof. I mean, it was such a sick old cartoon, man. I'm gonna show y'all the cartoon, so y'all, I can stop talking, y'all can see what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Silverhawks.
Wings of silver, birds of steel. Silverhawks, partly metal, partly real. Silverhawks, soaring through the highway of the heavens in their flight. Silverhawks, a rainbow in the night.
That's Silverhawks, y'all. That cartoon off the chain. I'm sorry. If you've never watched Silverhawks, you got to go find it. Now, it might be hard to find because I don't know if it's available on YouTube. If not the case, if you got an Amazon Prime cartoon, you might be able to get it, watch it on there. Of course, you got to subscribe and all that stuff, but it's the only place you can find Voltron, Ronin Warriors, oh my God, maybe Bionic 6. But yo, Silverhawks was off the hook. If you've never seen it, Man, you missing out. I can't tell you what you missing out on, man. Bionics, Silverhawks off the chain. Still one of my favorites. I love the theme song. I love everything about the cartoon. I'm gonna, you know what, y'all? I'm messing around to find a way to watch the whole thing all over again. I believe it was 2 seasons. And what's great about it, Silverhawks was produced by guess who? Arthur Rankin and Jules Bass. That's right. That's why you knew it was so great, because those two great legends did that cartoon, because they also did Thundercats, but they also did Silverhawks. Very few people don't know that. You know what I mean? They brought out Silverhawks after the success of Thundercats, and you can see the similarities in terms of the way the drawing, the diction. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, the cartoon was off the hook, man. I get so excited when I talk about these cartoons, man. But it was off the chain, y'all. It was off the chain. Next up, at number 6, we got Brave Star and Defenders of the Earth. Let's start off with Defenders of the Earth. Out of the sky is rockets ignite. Jets into battle like faster than light. Flash Gordon. That's right, y'all. I'm singing the theme song. I told you I'm a nerd like that. I be knowing theme songs. Look, I got the whole collection. That's right. My family gave me this. They know I'm a nerd. Guess what they got me? Defenders of Earth, the entire complete series. That's right. Volume 1 and Volume 2. And yeah, just so I can show off a little bit, it's got a whole bunch of discs in there. This is like the super version. This is the nerd version with everything. CD-ROM. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, man. Man, y'all know I ain't playing. Look at that. Man, I don't play when it comes to my cartoons, especially when it's cartoons that I love. You know what I mean? This, like I told y'all, every Saturday I watch cartoon intros to help me to be a better animator. Man, look at this. I told you I got the DVD-ROM collection. Y'all, I ain't playing no games. You got Jeddah, you know what I'm saying? You got JR and Kashin, and then you've got Rick. You know what I mean? Y'all, this is, oh my God. Woo! Defenders of the Earth. Out of the sky is rockets ignite. Like I was singing it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I mean, this cartoon was one of the greatest cartoons of the 80s. You ain't got no 80s all-decade cartoon team if you ain't got Defenders of the Earth on it. Look at this. Flash Gordon, Phantom, Mandrick, and Lothar. You know what I mean? Now let's go into the cartoon series, man. Y'all, I love these cartoon characters so much, I drew them up. There's a poster available on SonicVision.com. You know what I mean? But it's better to just show y'all an animation. So let's go get this Defenders of the Earth. You know what I mean? These dudes were off the chain. Where that? You know I got to look for it. Are you kidding me? Man, where is it at? Defenders of the Earth. Out of the sky is rockets ignite. Here we go. Defenders, dun-dun. Out of the sky is rockets ignite. Jets into battle line.
Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. Out of the sky, his rockets ignite. Jets into battle line faster than light. Flash Gordon, Lord of the jungle, the hero who stalks. The beasts call him brother, the goes to war. Phantom. Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. Master of magic spells and illusion. Enemies crumble in fear and confusion. Mandrake, Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. His strength is a legend. His skills conquer all. Armed with his power, we never will fall. Lothar, Defenders of the Earth. Defenders. With our new young heroes proving their worth. 4 become 8, defending the Earth.
Y'all, that's Defenders of the Earth. How this cartoon is not a movie yet, I do not know. See, this is the bull job that I'm talking about right here. You know, Hollywood is over here remaking stuff. We've got awesome stuff like this original waiting to be made. Well, you know what? Let me get my billions. I'll make the damn cartoon my darn self. Because I love me some Defenders of the Earth. I mean, just like all the other cartoons, my brother loves Flash Gordon. Phantom was my favorite. My other brother loved Lothar. And my sister's character was Jeddah. Man, this cartoon was off the hook, man. I mean, dude, the 80s was just popping with awesome stuff. You know what I mean? So, yo, Defenders of the Earth, you know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, there ain't no all-decade 80s team without that cartoon. Yeah, I'm treating this thing like it's football, man. You know what I mean? Next up, Brave Star. Eyes of the hawk, ears of the wolf, strength of the bear, speed of the puma. That's right. You know what I did? I went and got the collectibles. This is what I do, man. This is an all collection series right here. Volume 1, Brave Star, 2 seasons. Now with Defenders of Earth, that was 2 seasons. You know what I mean? That's why I have Volume 1 and Volume 2. You know what I mean? Cartoons back in nowadays, they ain't. This right here is the super version. And it even has episode details. That's how I went all out on this collector right here. That's right. I bought this at Best Buy. I remember. You know what I mean? And then, of course, let's check it out, man. Look at this. I keep it intact. Y'all know I don't play. I told you, when I buy these cartoons, I buy the collector's edition. I don't play no games with these things, man. I don't even remember how much this thing cost me. I know it cost me a grip. I know that. You know what I mean? Yo, Brave Star is another one. Now, the premise is Brave Star. His name is Marshall Brave Star. His horse is 30-30. Of course, JB, Brave Star right here. You know what I'm saying? 30-30 right here. JB, and of course the Shaman. You know what I mean? And then we're going against Tex X right here and his minions. And there was always, Tex X is always causing some kind of mayhem or chaos. And basically, the Marshal's job was to keep New Texas from going into chaos. From keeping Tex X from ruining the plan. I mean, so many episodes, so many awesome lessons. Of course, he had the Shaman. You know what I'm saying? They have Scuff over right here. You know what I mean? But, yo, Brave Star was one of the greatest cartoons ever made. Now, let me show y'all the cartoon intro. Yeah, this cartoon was off the chain. I'm always with these commercials on YouTube. They be getting at me. Yeah, that's right, y'all. Hold on. Check it out. That's right, y'all. Check it out. Check it out. Oh, yeah. Look at this.
Faraway place, the planet New Texas floats deep in space. Sky three suns, land of precious ore. The carrion rush brought outlaws by the score. And one day a lawman appeared, with powers of hawk, wolf, puma, and bear. Protector of peace, mystic man from afar. Champion of justice, Marshal Brave Star. Brave Star.
Eyes of the hawk, ears of the wolf. Brave Star.
Brave Star.
Strength of the bear, speed of the puma.
Y'all, that's Brave Star. That cartoon was off the chain. And like I say, man, cartoons, man. Let me tell you, back in the day, these legends, these guys that create all these awesome cartoons, these guys were putting in work. I mean, one season, 65 episodes. You ain't never, ever, ever, ever gonna see that again. Ever. They ain't putting in that kind of work, man. Hell no, not today. If you're lucky, you get 8 episodes in a season. That's for both TV shows and cartoons. You know what I mean? But I can understand, you know what I mean? Of course, budgeting over that. But back in the day, man, it cost like $22 million to make a cartoon. So every season, they were spending $22 million. So obviously, you're hoping to recoup the money. But I don't know, sometimes, man, you got to spend the money to make the money. That's the real truth of it. These studios over here trying to not be taking gambles on these cartoons. Cartoons are always going to be loved. And cartoons like Brave Star, Silverhawk, some of the other ones I've showed you, they always going to be around because people love cartoons, specifically the ones from the 80s. And how this isn't a movie yet, I do not know. Please find me a Native American actor to play Brave Star so we can get this show on the road. Man, God, and one of the reasons that drew me to Brave Star is because he was one of the few superheroes in the 80s that wasn't a white guy. That's really why I liked Brave Star. And he was super cool. He could do something. He was super strength, super fast, super smart. So he was like a detective. Shoot, he was Batman, but he was Native American. I mean, this guy was incredible. And plus also, he was a colored superhero. That's really what I loved about him. Native American superhero. He wasn't white. He was a superhero that wasn't white. Because back then in the 80s, as good as the 80s were with cartoons, they really wasn't diverse. And Brave Star was one of the few cartoons that had somebody of color that was a superhero. So Brave Star, man, definitely on this list. Without this, Brave Star on this list would be a list. Next up, Transformers. Robots in disguise. You know what I mean? Yo, I gotta see if I can find, let me see if I can find Transformers. I probably can't find it. And if I can't find it, no problem. Guess what I got? I got posters. I told y'all. Either I got a poster, you know what I'm saying? And of course, I ain't even got to break down the Transformers to you. You know what it is. You know what I mean? You got Optimus, who leads the Autobots. Bumblebee, RC, Wheeljack, oh my god, my brain's going, Ironhide, Ratchet, Jazz, oh my god, the list is endless. Then of course on the Decepticon side, and I love the Decepticons, led by Lord Megatron, Starscream, that punk, you know what I'm saying, Night Train, you know what I'm saying, Dinobots led by Grimlock, who form Devastator. You've got Shockwave. You've got oh my God, there's so many cool villains, and of course the movies, right? The Transformers movies. Yes, the first one was off the chain. I don't know about the rest of them, but the first one was off the chain. Transformers, created in 1983, I believe, by Mr. Ornstein, who has since passed away. Rest in peace. Transformers is one of those cartoons that went through every single decade. It's one of those cartoons gonna be an every single decade cartoon, like 1980s, 1990s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s. I promise you, get to 2050s, 70s, and it's gonna just keep going and going and going and going. Right now, they got Transformers Prime on Netflix. I've watched that 3 times, the whole series. I love me some Transformers. I got the toys too. You know what I'm saying? Transformers off the chain. Only thing I ain't got is the cartoon intro, man. I'm gonna have to find one. You know what I mean? But let's see if I can find Transformers. You know what I mean? Transformers intro. Old school. Oh, yes. I just found me a Transformers cartoon intro. Yes, sir. Let's see here. Let's see if I can. I remember watching the movie. Let's see if I can find the Transformers movie. In that one, Transformers cartoon, 1980s. Let me see. I'm looking, y'all. Intro. Let's see if I can find it. I got it. Ooh, I found it. Ooh, y'all. I found it. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. I found it, y'all. Man, are you kidding me? 1984? Oh my God, Transformers. Robots in disguise. My computer's over here trying to go to sleep. Man, don't be going to sleep when the action is just about to get popping. This is the 1984 version. Man, y'all, Transformers. God, that cartoon was off the chain. Oh my God, I didn't even know I could find it on YouTube. Are you kidding me right now? Man, that's what I'm talking about. Oh my God, Transformers was one of those, like I said, this went through so many phases, so many different types of cartoons. 1990, they even have Transformers Beast Machines. Like I said, it's one of those cartoons. There's no way you have a Transformers doesn't make all decade of every decade as a cartoon. It literally is the one cartoon that went through literally one of a few cartoons that went through every decade. Turtles have done that. He-Man has done that. Very few cartoons have done that, man. And it's a cartoon that continues to find a way to be remade. You know what I'm saying? Even in the movies, of course, like I said, the first one was off the chain. The first Transformers movie was off the chain. The rest of them, I don't know about all that. You know what I mean? And maybe they're gonna reboot it or whatever. But Transformers is one of the greatest cartoons ever made. Optimus Prime, of course. Everybody always says, well, you know, if you're going to be the greatest something, they'll call you Optimus Prime, or they'll call you Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Are you the Optimus Prime of this league right here? Are you the Optimus Prime of artists? Are you the Optimus Prime of whatever? You know what I mean? Everybody, and of course, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I love me some Megatron. Megatron off the chain. I love him as much as I love my character Sun Tzu, as much as I love Darth Vader. There's very few villains that as much as I love Shredder. Yes, Shredder. Shredder was an awesome villain from Turtles. You know what I'm saying? Transformers off the chain, one of the greatest cartoons ever made. You know what I mean? There is no question, no doubt that Transformers is on this all-decade team. Next up, we got Ronin Warriors. Ronin Warriors. I mean, Ronin Warriors was one season, 43 episodes. I know you can catch it on Amazon Prime, because I'm watching on Amazon Prime account. Man, it's off the chain. You know I got to go find your Ronin Warriors. And yes, you got Ryo, Sage, Sai, Kento, and Rowan, right? And each one got arm of Wildfire Ryo, arm of Halo Sage, arm of Torrent Sai, arm of Hard Rock Kento, and then arm of Strata Rowan. I mean, dude, oh my God, it's off the chain. And then you've got Ryo Virtue, you got Sage Wisdom, you got Sai Life, you got Kento Justice, and then you got Rowan's Truth. Or is it Life? I'm always mixing Sai and Rowan. But look, let me find y'all the cartoon, man. Here we go. Arm of Wildfire. Dow G. Me and my brothers, you know we ought to do with my sister. I was Ryo, my other brother was Sage, my other brother was Kento, and then my sister was Sai. Well, she always had a choice of either Sai or Rowan. You know what I'm saying? But yo, Ronin Warriors, gotta show y'all this cartoon. Off the chain. You would not believe the way this cartoon looks. It was made in the 1980s. 1988. It's still better than anything you can see today on any cartoon that you watch. The technology, the animation sequence. Man, Ronin Warriors off the chain, y'all. Y'all get ready to see some stuff. Ronin Warriors off the chain. I mean, without question, man, one of the greatest cartoons ever made. All-time greatest of all time right here.
Fantastic battle-armored samurai. Together, they face the otherworldly forces of the evil dynasty. Calling on the spirits of ancient samurai warriors. All five have been given super-powered fighting skills and weapons to wield against this tyranny. Justice! Light! Wisdom! Trust! To arms! Heroes pushed to the limits. A struggle between good and evil. And the fate of humanity hangs in the balance.
Yo, I love this cartoon so much I'm going to show you a little bit transformation sequence. Even the transformation sequence is off the chain, man. I love these characters. I love this cartoon. Of course, Ryo is my favorite, of course. Come on now. You know what I mean? Yo, Ronin Warriors, of course, and then, of course, the Dynasty Warriors, led by Lord Taupa. You got Anubis, Kale, Deus, Sekhmet. You know what I mean? Anubis, of course, he becomes the Ancient One, right? And then, of course, you got Lady Kyra. Then you've got the White Blaze. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God, the Tiger White Blaze. God, this cartoon was so off the chain, man. How is this not a movie already? I don't get these movie studios. How is Ronin Warriors not a movie? Ronin Warriors should be a movie already. They should be like making the 3-part saga or something. I mean, let me get my money. I'll make the doggone thing into the cartoon. I mean, Ronin Warriors is off the chain. And you would think looking at this cartoon was made in the 1990s. But it was made in 1988. 1988. This cartoon is better than anything that's ever come out in the 2000s. Better than a lot of stuff that came out in the 90s. Because to be honest with y'all, there's a fight between whether the 1980s or the 1990s was the best cartoon decade. It's a tight race, man. Look, Ronin Warriors off the chain. I mean, I love me some Ronin Warriors. You know what I mean? I need to go get me the DVD collection. And to be honest with y'all, I want to go get some action figurines. Put it up on my wall. You know what I mean? But Ronin Warriors at number 4. At number 3, Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Dun, 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 dun. Voltron, you know what I'm saying? I got me a special DVD collection. Now, this DVD collection right here is Voltron Force, right? But then they got another Voltron Force. This Voltron Force had a mobile vehicle. That was off the chain. Of course, you can see the OG on top right there doing what it do with the lions, you know what I mean? Voltron, Defender of the Universe. And you know, if there's anything that's got 5 characters in it, whether it's Ronin Warriors, whether it's G-Force, whether it's Power Rangers, whether it's anything, you form a robot, you form any kind of 5 team, man, you paying homage to Voltron. Voltron, Defender of the Universe, off the chain, top 5 greatest cartoons of all time, 1 season, I believe it was a ridiculous 75 episodes. It might have been 3 seasons. I could be wrong. But I know the episodes aren't on YouTube, so don't even try to do that. You could probably watch it on Amazon Prime. If you got an Amazon Prime account, you can watch it. Because I'm watching it right now. You know what I mean? Voltron, Defender of the Universe, the greatest robot ever. Better than Megazord, better than Thunder Megazord, better than anything on Pacific Rim. You know what I'm saying? If you're a robot, whether it's Big O or whatever, you just pay homage to Voltron. Because Voltron is the dog. It's the king. It's the GOAT. It's the Tupac of the whole thing. You know what I mean? Dude, that's how this thing is rolling. You know what I mean? And I got to show you the cartoon intro. Let's see if I can find it, man. Oh, yes. I did. Oh, yeah. You know what it is, man. God, I love me some cartoons. Here you go, y'all.
uncharted regions of the universe comes a legend. The legend of Voltron, defender of the universe. A mighty robot, loved by good, feared by evil. As Voltron's legend grew, peace settled across the galaxy. On planet Earth, a galaxy alliance was formed. Together with the good planets of the solar system, they maintained peace throughout the universe. Until a new horrible menace threatened the galaxy. Voltron was needed once more. This is the story of the super force of space explorers. Specially trained and sent by the Alliance to bring back Voltron, defender of the universe.
Voltron, defenders of the universe.
Man, talk about cool. And they even used auto-tune at the end a little bit, man. It's one of the cartoons. Of course, the original Voltron Force team had Spin in it. Then he dies because you had Keith, you had Lance, you had Hank, you had oh my God, Peach. You had the princess. Of course, Fang, who used to be the blue lion, he died, and then the princess Allura had to take his place. Man, Princess Allura was off the chain. And of course, the new Voltron, even though it wasn't through every single decade, but the new Voltron available on Netflix, that cartoon tight. I ain't even gonna hate. I don't usually like to see things getting remade, but that cartoon of Netflix, the new Voltron Force, 8 seasons, I believe, off the chain. Oh my God, the storyline is off the hook. Y'all gotta go watch that. Y'all got to watch. Voltron, Defender of the Universe, one of the greatest cartoons ever made. Not just an all-decade 80s team. Shoot. Just to pay homage, they should let it pass through every single decade. But and if you watched it, you can actually tell it was created in the 80s. But at the same time, too, it has lasted through time. Nobody can watch this cartoon today and tell me it's not good. If you've never watched Voltron, y'all, please go on your Amazon account if you have on Amazon Prime and get your Voltron Defender of the Universe Force watching on. All right, y'all? Voltron at number 3. At number 2, Thundercats. Now, this was difficult. Now, the reason why this was difficult because, number 1, I also love that cartoon. And I didn't know which one to make number 1. Because on previous episode, the greatest cartoon intros ever, that number 1 that I'm about to talk about today came in number 1, came in number 2, and Thundercats came in number 1. Well, on this one, the greatest cartoon of the 1980s, it comes in at number 2, Thundercats. And yes, I don't play. I went all, and once again, just like Defenders of the Earth, my family knows I love me some cartoons. So guess what they did? They hooked a brother up with the whole DVD collection. That's right. 2 seasons of awesomeness. You know what I'm saying? And yes, I'm going to show it off. You know what I'm saying? I love me cartoons. I got the all package type of, that's what they got me. They hooked this thing up, man. Of course, this cartoon created by Arthur Rankin and Jules Bass, 2 legends that helped me to formulate the Cards of Assassin universe. Even though I never met these individuals, but their creation made me feel like I met them. I mean, look at this, man. Lionel and Chitara. Panthro and Tigra. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, Wily Kid, Wily Cat, and Snarf. You know what I'm saying? On this DVD collection 1. And, of course, the Thunder Tank. Come on now. Sword of Omens. Give me sight beyond sight. Of course, the Thunder Tank. The second greatest cartoon vehicle ever made in cartoon history. Only behind my vehicle that I created, Night Train. You know what I'm saying? God. Let's check out this collection right here. You know what I'm saying? You got Lionel going against Slive. You know what I'm saying? Chitara going against Jacko Man. And then, of course, Tiger going against Monkeyin. You know what I mean? I remember when this particular episode, Castle Plunder, when the Thunder Tank first got created, they had to go to Castle Plunder to go free the slaves that the mutants had captured, man. Of course, the mutants led by Slive, Monkeyin, Jacko Man, and then of course Mamra himself, and of course the Thundercats themselves, Lionel, Panthro, Tigra, Chitara, Wily Kid, Wily Cat. You know what I'm saying? Of course, and then of course by the legend himself, Jaga. You know what I'm saying? God, Thundercats off the chain. And that's another cartoon. Why in the hell it ain't a movie yet? What the hell they waiting for? With all this technology, with all this money. The problem is these studios ain't got no huevos, man. They need to get some balls and start making some of these fantastic legendary cartoons into movies. Stop remaking stuff you already made. You know what I'm saying? Yo, These cartoons are waiting to be made. And yes, you got to spend some money. Stop being some punks. Take some chances. Us fans want some new stuff, man. So look, let's get these Thundercats on. This cartoon intro, they tried to remake Thundercats again in the 2010 one. I just wasn't feeling it. Once you create something like this that's this legendary, you can't go back. You can't remake. You can't try to reload it because it's just damn impossible. But let me show you off the cartoon, man. And it's got the greatest cartoon intro ever, as far as I'm concerned. Some might not agree, and I'm not saying they need to agree with me, but Thundercats has got one of the greatest cartoon intros I've ever. It's the greatest cartoon intro ever made. And you can't believe this was made in the 1980s, 1984, 1985, until today. There is no cartoon ever made, except for, of course, Cards of Assassins coming out, that I can see that has a better cartoon intro. And also, too, it was Japanese style, so you know what time it was. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these cartoons, Ronin Warrior Japanese style, Voltron Japanese style, Silverhawks Japanese style, because of course Silverhawks was created by Arthur Rankin and Jules Bass, who also created Thundercats. I'm saying Mask was actually Australian. A lot of French people don't know that. French created that. But look, Thundercats, man, I'm watching that right now on my Hulu account. Man, I love me Thundercats. I'm on episode 2, season 1. I've watched it already, and I'm watching it again. I've done the same thing with Ronin Warriors. You know what I mean? So Thundercats, y'all. Let me show y'all this intro right here. Off the chain. You know I got to pay homage. Man, Thundercats off the hook. Y'all, Thundercats, man. I'm sorry. It's got the greatest cartoon intro ever, except for the one I got coming with Cards of Assassins. It's just off the chain. The animation itself is unbelievable. You would not believe this was made in the 1980s. 1984. You know, that's why a lot of people are still deciding which is the better age. Was it the 1980s or was it the 1990s? Because both eras had some amazing, spectacular cartoons. And you have to keep in mind, too, the technology back then was not what they have now. So these creative individuals back then were way better than what we're doing today. A lot of my style comes from these OGs right here. Whether it's Arthur Rankin and Jules Bass, you know what I'm saying, the Stan Lees, you know what I'm saying, Greg Weisman. These guys, old school cats. Like, I love the way animation used to be done back in the past. Mask are creators. You know what I'm saying? Yo, man, Thundercats off the hook. Man, it was off the chain. If you never watched Thundercats, please go watch the original version on Hulu. Available both seasons. I'm watching it again. And I'll watch it again. And I'm watching Gundam Wing. But that's in the 90s. That's another story for another day. And last but not least, Heroes in the Half Shell, Turtle Power. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't have it on DVD collection, but I got it as a cartoon. And let me tell you, that's a sin right there, the fact that I ain't got a DVD collection. But don't worry, I'm going to fix that. Oh, yes, sir, you can believe that. I'm going to fix that. I'm going to get me the Turtles, 1987, right? 1987 to 1996. 10 seasons, y'all. Excuse me, 1987 to 1997, I believe. 10 seasons. You will never see that again. A cartoon with 10 seasons? 10 seasons. And each season, y'all, had a minimum of 15 episodes. I believe the 10th season had 13 episodes. 13 episodes minimum. You ain't seen that again. In fact, they went 7 straight seasons from season 2 all the way through, I think, 7 or 8 of 27 episodes or more. I think even 3 of the episode seasons were 40 episodes. Turtles was off the chain. Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael. Of course, I was Leonardo. Come on now, the greatest of all time. My other brother was Donatello. My other brother was Raphael, and my sister was Michelangelo. And yes, my sister likes pizza. We all kind of matched up with the Turtles, right? Then, of course, you got Shredder. You know what I'm saying? Oroku Saki. And then you got Master Splinter. Amato Yoshi. Y'all, Turtles from the 1980s was off the hook. You will never... And then, of course, I got to meet, yes, right, Kevin Eastland. An amazing individual. He signed my turtle. You know what? Y'all give me a second before I play this cartoon intro. That's right. Kevin Eastland signed this for me. As you can see the autograph right there on the chest. Leonardo, the greatest turtle of all time. Come on now. Y'all know what it is. You know what I mean? Turtles, my favorite. Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, and it's another cartoon that's made it through every decade. There is no decade since this cartoon's been created in 1983 or 1987. It has been in every decade. The 90s, to 2000, the 2010s, the 2022s, and yes, it's gonna be in the 2032s and 42s. They got a new thing on Netflix right now that I just found out. I'm watching that right now. You know what I mean? Turtles is off the chain. Of course, you got Shredder with Krang, the Foot Soldiers. The Turtle Van, which is obviously, I'm going to make that one day when I got my money. I don't, like I've stated before to y'all, I don't care about, like, Lamborghinis and Aston Martins and all that. I'm not into stuff like that. I love collectibles. And lucky for me, all the collectibles I love are all cartoon superhero vehicles. Batman, the animated series. Thunder Tank. The Turtle Van. You know what I'm saying? What else did I say was on here that I liked? Speed Racer vehicle, you know what I'm saying? Of course, Night Train from the Cards of Assassins universe. Yo, Turtles, man. Animated series, the greatest of all time from the 1980s. And it's going to make it into the 90s too. But now let's show y'all Turtles, man. Without further ado. And I'm talking about this one. So that way there's no mistake about which Turtles I am talking about. Let's not get this thing twisted. Here we go, y'all. Yes, that's right. That's turtle power right there, y'all. Go Green Machine. Turtles fight with honor. God, I love that cartoon. And no, you can't find it on YouTube. You're going to have to buy it, man. Because I haven't seen it on Amazon. I haven't seen it anywhere, man. You know what I mean? It's just now, it's a cartoon that should be respected. Peter Laird, Kevin Eastman, they created an awesome pop culture icon. All these cartoons on this list: Turtles, Thundercats, Voltron, Ronin Warriors, Transformers, Brave Star, Defenders of the Earth, Bionic 6, Silverhawks, He-Man, Mask, Jason World Warriors, G-Force, Speed Racer, G.I. Joe. Yo, these cartoons are legendary. But you know, of course, Turtles finishes off at number one. But all these other ones are legendary too. But Turtles was just number one on this list because in the 1980s, no person in their right mind, you're either having Thundercats or you're having Turtles at number one. You would be out of your mind if you made anything else number one. You know what it was, and you know what it is. Heroes in the Half Shell, Turtle Power comes in at number one. You know, I had to do this. I can't believe in all these episodes I've done, over 100 episodes, I never once thought about doing episodes about 80s best cartoons, 90s, 2000, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But the 80s one is coming. Of course, the future, the 90s ones is coming. 2000s coming, 2010s is coming, and 2022s, you know what I'm saying? Cards for Sats gonna make that list. You know what I mean? My baby coming. You know what I mean? But yo, that's our show for today. But before we get up out of here, we always got new products for y'all. So let me show you some of our new products. You know what I'm saying? We just designed some puffer jackets, which is available on soundvision.com right now. Y'all gonna love them. So please, soundvision.com, puffer jackets, and don't forget to use your 15% off coupon off the total of your order. 50% off, not on one item, but on your total order, y'all. So you ain't got to be selective about what you want to buy. Just get on there and buy whichever item you want. And when you get to checkout, you put in that coupon code FIESTA. 15% off for the rest of this month of February. Sale ends on Tuesday, February 28th. So get your sale on. You know what I'm saying? And it's Black History Month, so, help a brother out. You know what I mean? Check this out, y'all. Look at this hoodies right here. Custom, Carjack for Assassins. You know what I'm saying? I always show it to y'all, but I'm going to show it to y'all again. You can get your own hoodie right here. And you ain't going to see no hoodie like this anywhere, man. My stuff is custom made. I'm a designer now, so I don't make jati jatis, which is trash. In my language, I'm Yoruba. I speak Yoruba, which means trash. Jati jati means trash. Everything we do is custom, y'all. Off the chain, Spitfire, you know what I'm saying? Otigbono Jufuon, that's what we do. And that means it's too hot for y'all. Otigbono Jufuon, it's too hot for y'all. These hoodies are off the chain. Look at the art on this. Look at the customness on it. Look at the detail of the art on the hoodie, you know what I mean? So y'all, go get your hoodie today on soundvision.com, you know what I'm saying? The designs are off the hook. New materials, you know what I'm saying? Go get it. Next up, we got the sport ones. These are the newest toys in the whole line, aside from the phone cases. Great for exercising. And yes, I use them to, not only can you run to these jokers, but you can play basketball in them. I was actually playing basketball today, and I'm going to show you the pair. This is the pair that I was playing basketball in today. I was playing basketball in my pair today, and I was balling. I mean, the grip on the court was ridiculous. Look at this art, man. You know what I mean? Let's check out these sport ones. The original classics. These are the first ones ever made right here, you know what I'm saying? They are legends right here. Check it out. And the cool thing about my sport ones, just like any other shoe I create, they got art all over the place. Look at this. The right shoe foot, you know what I mean? Look at this. You know what I mean? Art all over the place. It's a walking mural. Then the left foot, you know what I'm saying? It's just a walking mural. You got to go get your sport ones today. Available on soundvision.com. And yes, use coupon code FIESTA to get 15% off your orders. You know what I mean? Look, this is what we do in the Soundvision, man. All we do is create cool stuff. And these shoes are off the chain. So y'all, I want to thank you for listening. You know what I'm saying? So that concludes our show. So get on our website today, soundvision.com, and check out all our cool products, from phone cases to travel neck pillows to bomber jackets, as you can see right here. This is a platinum one, but you can always get you the basic one right here. Marble velvet, as you can see, it's changing its contextual. It changes its texture depending on the light. It's like technology, man. This is technology. This is a technology jacket. This is sick, man. You know what I mean? So new beanies, you know what I mean? New t-shirts, you know what I mean? Saying we just off the chain over here, you know what I mean? So look. New materials, new cool products. You gotta go on soundvision.com to get our stuff. Our stuff is all custom. It ain't basic, it's all custom. You order it, we design it, we make it, we create it. That's what we do. You know what I mean? So y'all, I want to thank you for listening. Today's episode has been awesome. Talking about these 80s awesome cartoons. I want to thank y'all for listening. This Soundvision podcast is brought to you by, before I get up out of here, I gotta pay these bills. Look at me in a rush. Soundvision podcast is brought to you by A4 Capital Consulting. Gotta pay these bills, y'all. Soundvision podcast is brought to you by A4 Capital Consulting. Growing good business anywhere and everywhere. Let A4 Capital Consulting take your business to the next level. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details, y'all. That's A4CapitalConsulting.com for details. And y'all, also too, don't forget A4 Capital Consulting is coming out with a new awesome podcast. So get ready to earn some knowledge and take your business to the next level. And this podcast also brought to you by Anadel for the Knuckle. Don't live with foot pain. Let Anadel for the Knuckle make your feet happy again. That's AnnaDaleCenter.com for details, y'all. That's AnnaDaleCenter.com for details, y'all. Y'all, I want to thank y'all for listening. This podcast is produced, written, and directed by yours truly, Adewale Booker Jr. That will be yours truly, you know what I'm saying? I wanna please check out our website at soundvision.com. I told you about the products. You got to go see for yourself. My website is off the chain. It's easy to navigate through. So many people tell me when they go through, it's the easiest website they've ever been on. But it's also the coolest website they've ever been on. So check out all our cool stuff on there. And please subscribe to our podcast wherever you listen, whether it's Apple, Amazon Music, Deezer, Spotify. And you can also listen to our podcast on soundvision.com. And please don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms at Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all at Soundvision. Social media is so important. I keep stressing it to y'all. TikTok and YouTube are the biggest gains. But Facebook Reels is coming along, so I'm loving that. Facebook Reels does a lot of good for my podcast, so check that out there too. And please don't forget to review us, rate us, give us a 5-star, don't be a hater. And as always, y'all, continue to aspire and achieve. Have a great week. Stay safe, y'all. Peace.